Tom Ford just did what nobody in the fashion world dared to. He allegedly dropped receipts that Kim Kardashian was paid off to help cover up Hermès' growing fraud scandal. And if that sounds insane, buckle up, because this isn't just another influencer drama. This is one of fashion's most respected insiders blowing the whistle on an entire industry built on smoke mirrors and carefully controlled silence. For those unfamiliar, Hermes has been under fire for allegedly outsourcing the production of its iconic Birkin bags to Chinese factories while still slapping a made in France label on them. The brand, long seen as the pinnacle of luxury, is accused of deceiving its customers while charging them tens of thousands of dollars per bag. But here's where it gets wild. According to new rumors and supposed documents leaked online, Tom Ford, yes, the former creative director of Gucci and the man who practically wrote the modern luxury playbook, has allegedly confirmed that Kim Kardashian wasn't just a bystander. She was paid handsomely to serve as a distraction, to post the bags, to shift the narrative, to protect the brand's fantasy while the truth was being buried. And now that the story's out, the whole house of cards may finally be collapsing.
Well, not really one day. I gave birth to my daughter at the end of 2016, and then a few months into 2017, I was like, you know what? Surely I can get enough courage up to go into the local Hermès store. Actually, it brings... How stupid is this? I feel like I want to cry.
De l'entrée où on me donne des morceaux de cuir jusqu'au moment où je vais avoir livré ma pièce, je veux pas qu'on reproduise un geste de façon indéfinie en se disant bon bah je fais toujours ce même geste et donc, je pense qu'on est vraiment là pour apprendre un métier et pas des tâches.
My point is, I think it's crazy how designer brands have been selling things for thousands when China sell them on and literally they're so cheap. If the Chinese manufacturers are making the same, like the actual Birkins, and then they are also selling these on the side as well, technically this is an absolute fucking bargain because it's the exact same material as a Birkin.
Tom Ford isn't just a designer. He's an institution. The man who resurrected Gucci, built his own empire, and knows every backroom deal that keeps the luxury world spinning. For decades, he's played the game better than anyone, until now, because this time, Tom Ford didn't stay silent. He allegedly leaked industry-shaking receipts tying Kim Kardashian to the center of the Hermès cover-up scandal. And this wasn't some vague social media rumor. According to reports, the leaks included encrypted DMs, forwarded internal emails, and alleged campaign directives that painted a clear picture.
It starts with 30 distinct cuts of leather and can take 20 hours to complete, 4 hours for just the handle. Put the finishing touches on a Kelly, the most difficult bag to build. Artisans rely on their training and muscle memory to make every bag.
Kim wasn't just flaunting bags, she was funneling attention. Insiders say Ford had been sitting on this information for a while, watching as Hermès tried to plug holes in a sinking ship, watching as whistleblowers leaked factory footage from China, watching as public trust in made in France labels began to collapse. And what finally pushed him to act, allegedly the brand's refusal to take accountability, the way they deflected, the way they allegedly paid celebrities to redirect the conversation, or Kim and Tom Ford's leaked materials allegedly confirm that Kim's Hermès posts, her casual Birkin moments, her closet flexes, her red carpet placements were strategically coordinated PR weapons. They weren't random. They were timed. They were calculated. A scandal breaks, Kim drops a carousel of color-coded Birkins. Factory footage leaks, Kim's team schedules a Vogue feature inside her closet. This wasn't coincidence. This was choreography. And who would know that better than Tom? He helped invent it.
It requires a lot of skill to turn it and get it on the right way.
Il y a des bouchées, des bacs plus 4, 5, 6, on en a.
Tom Ford didn't just blow the whistle, he exposed the entire strategy. And if what he leaked is real, it means one thing. The queen of luxury influence was allegedly part of the cover-up. For years, Kim Kardashian has built her personal brand on one word: luxury. From the sleek skins campaigns to her curated lifestyle content, everything she touches is engineered to scream wealth, exclusivity, and perfection. And nothing symbolizes that more than the Hermes Birkin. Kim's obsession with Birkins wasn't a secret. She's been photographed with over 30 different versions, some worth upwards of 6 figures. Fashion blogs documented every sighting. Paparazzi photos became product placement, and Hermes, they leaned into it. But now, that obsession has a different tone. According to the alleged leak, Kim wasn't just a super fan, she was a strategic asset. Tom Ford's document suggests that Hermes cut her a significant check.
This is why this bag from our factory only costs you 1,000 USD.
Have y'all seen that TikTok by the Chinese guy exposing how luxury goods are actually made? The only real difference? China ships the products to Europe, slaps on a made in France or made in Italy label, and boom, luxury? It's ridiculous.
Allegedly structured as a brand collaboration or ambassadorial fee to keep her posts flowing during the brand's darkest hour. And if you track the timeline, it gets eerie. Every time whistleblowers gain traction, Kim's Instagram lit up. A viral video about Chinese factories? Boom. Kim's in head to toe Hermes on a night out. An expose on labor costs? Kim's giving fans a sneak peek of her updated Birkin wall. It was a pattern, one the internet caught on to, and one that Tom Ford's alleged leak put under a microscope. Fashion watchdogs now claim the entire Kim x Hermes relationship was a coordinated deflection campaign. The goal? Keep the public hypnotized by aspiration while the truth stayed buried under branding. And here's the real danger. If Kim was knowingly participating in a corporate cover-up, that's not just messy, that's catastrophic for her partnerships, for her public image, and for her credibility as a businesswoman. Because influence isn't harmless when it's tied to deception. And if the world believes she helped mislead millions about where their luxury actually comes from, then the collapse of Hermes' image could drag Kim down with Let's not forget what started all this. The Hermes fraud scandal began when whistleblowers released video footage allegedly showing mass production of Hermes handbags, especially Birkins, in Chinese factories. These clips showed production lines, logo embossing, and cost breakdowns revealing bags that sell for $30,000, 0 cents plus, were made for under $800, 0 cents. The public was shocked, outraged, betrayed. Hermes claimed the bags were handmade in France by trained artisans. That's what justified the prices. That's what made the brand sacred. But this footage told a different story. And when those videos went viral, Hermes didn't post proof. They didn't release factory walkthroughs. They didn't clarify. I went silent and allegedly started paying influencers to clean up the mess. The minute Tom Ford's alleged receipts dropped, the fashion world split in two. On one side were the loyalists, industry insiders defending Hermes, calling the scandal overblown, claiming Ford was bitter or out for attention. On the other side, a tidal wave of support for the whistleblowers and influencers demanding transparency. TikTokers dissected Kim's posts frame by frame. YouTubers rolled out timeline breakdowns matching Kim's luxury flexes to Hermes' most controversial headlines. And for the first time in a long time, consumers stopped idolizing the bag and started questioning the brand. It wasn't just Hermes on trial anymore. It was every brand that sells image over truth. Tom Ford's rumored leak shines a brutal light on something influencers don't want to talk about: what happens when brand loyalty turns into brand complicity. We've known for years that influencers get paid to post, but this is different. If Kim Kardashian was paid to manipulate public perception and distract from corporate fraud, that's not branding, that's collusion. It also raises huge questions. Who else got paid to stay quiet? Where other celebrities also handed checks to post Birkins when the scandal got too loud? And how many of them knowingly played a part? This isn't just about Hermes anymore. It's about the whole ecosystem that props up fake luxury and the influencers who cash in on the lie. Hermes thought they could ride this out, that a few Instagram posts, a couple lawsuits, and a whole lot of silence could smother the truth. But Tom Ford's alleged receipts may have broken the dam. Whistleblowers are reportedly preparing more leaks. Influencers are getting cold feet. PR firms are allegedly scrubbing client lists. And celebrities who once flaunted Birkins nonstop, they've gone radio silent. This isn't just a scandal, it's a reckoning, a collapse of the illusion luxury brands have spent decades perfecting. And it's all unraveling in real time. Behind the polished marble walls of Hermes HQ, insiders say chaos has erupted. Executives are reportedly scrambling to contain the fallout. Emergency PR meetings, confidential memos, staff being warned to keep quiet. There are whispers that internal audits have been launched to figure out what else might leak. Retail employees in flagship stores have allegedly been instructed to avoid answering any questions about manufacturing or outsourcing. One source even claimed that senior leadership is considering a complete overhaul of the Birkin supply chain, just in case more footage surfaces. The bottom line, Hermes knows they're vulnerable and they're terrified of what or who might come next. Kim's not just watching this fold from the sidelines. Her legal team is allegedly working overtime. According to leaks from entertainment lawyers close to the situation, Kim is preparing for potential lawsuits, both as plaintiff and defendant. On one hand, she's considering legal action against individuals spreading what her team calls false and defamatory rumors. She's allegedly trying to distance herself from any direct Hermes contract tied to this scandal. But public opinion doesn't operate in courtrooms. And even if Kim's team clears her legally, the damage to her brand might already be done. Because in 2025, perception is reality and the internet rarely forgives. Forget PR. The public wants proof. Luxury consumers, fashion watchdogs, and even loyal Hermes customers are now demanding receipts. Where are the factories? Who makes the bags? Why haven't we seen these supposed French workshops filled with artisans? Some TikTokers have launched entire channels dedicated to tracking influencer Birkin timelines. Reddit users are pooling purchases, receipts, and production discrepancies. Even rival fashion houses are reportedly monitoring the backlash closely. And every hour Hermes stays silent, the pressure builds. The public no longer trusts the brand's word. They want evidence, and Hermes has given them nothing. Tom Ford may have just changed the game forever. For decades, he's been the man behind the curtain, the designer, the director, the visionary. But if these alleged leaks really came from him, this might be his boldest move yet. He didn't just expose a scandal, he shattered the illusion. And for that, he's being hailed as a hero. Fashion insiders are already calling this the Ford Shifta moment, where industry insiders finally start choosing truth over profit. His name might now be tied to the downfall of Hermes. But in doing so, he may have solidified his place in history as the man who finally broke fashion's most expensive lie. If Tom Ford really did expose Kim Kardashian's alleged role in this Hermes cover-up, then this isn't just fashion gossip. It's history being rewritten. One of the biggest celebrities on the planet, one of the most powerful brands in the world, and one of fashion's most respected insiders allegedly confirming what millions have suspected for years. That luxury isn't always honest, that influence isn't always innocent, and that the truth always finds a way to break through the seams.